Hello everyone, and welcome back to the adventures of Kered Larae. Okay, so here we are back in action now. So, what's next for Kered and Company? Well, let's take a look at outstanding missions. Let's see, Quail had mentioned, which actually is Ares' uncle, or adopted uncle, that a friend of his named Rael is shy, needs help. She's beneath the 5 Flagons Inn here in the Bridge District. There's, of course, still collecting the fee for Galen Bale. There's the mentoring of the students at the Planner Sphere, which Kered is doing. There's the idea of meeting this mistress at night in the Graveyard District, Valen's mistress. The party wants to do that. There are the Skinner murders. Murders going on in the Bridge District. That's something the party could look into. Someone's murdering the poor in the streets and removing their skins in a hideous fashion. Mentioned that a child Faraji saw the most recent victim, and also mentioned a beggar Rampa and a courtesan Rose as being involved in this investigation somehow. Perhaps look out for these witnesses. And Yoshimo, for whatever reason, needs to go see Renal Bloodscalp. Somewhere in the Docks District. Well, while we're here in the Bridge District, we might as well take a look around. Let's see, Balthus Estates, private residences. Oh, and this is not a blind LP, by the way. I mean, the expansion content, Throne of Bhaal will be blind, but like the most of the game's content is not blind here for me. So I will generally avoid doing certain things that, even though I know they're there out of character, Kered obviously wouldn't know them in character, just to make it more realistic and not just try to munchkin make. So Balthus Estate, no reason to go there. Private residences, no reason to go there. 5 Flagons Inn. Oh, that's where Rael Shy might be found. There's also the Merchant Square, Tanner Shop, Estate of Serk Farad, some wealthy guy. Delusar's Inn, the Temple of Helm, which we have dropped by before, and an old derelict house. And of course, there is the lieutenant here we could talk to.
Of course.
Ah, it is you. I don't suppose you've heard anything about our killer. Not that I want you poking around, but you might have heard the odd thing. I'm wondering something first. I need gold to rescue an old friend. Is there a reward for capturing this murderer? I'm hardly one to promote vigilantism in the city, but I suppose the answer would be yes. There would be a reward if you uncovered the murderer. But I want evidence, not more deaths on my hands. If you can't end my search with a bit of tact, I would rather you kept out of it altogether. Understood? Okay.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Oh, the party can certainly act with tact. Say Kered is fairly a tactful person. Wouldn't do anything reckless. What's this?
You will suffer. Oh, yes.
Being approached by a mugger in broad daylight with witnesses. Hey you, give me your money now, or you're gonna regret it. Comprehend, yes? I comprehend that you're trying to ply your trade on the wrong person, and you're about to be the one regretting it. Yeah, well, we'll just see about that, won't we? And we are getting attacked. Oh, they had friends. By muggers in broad daylight. God, and I thought the Docks District was bad.
Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Yes, yes. A standard it is done that.
Yes.
Well, these guys are just awful impolite, I'd say.
You are no match for my skill.
Alright. Did you sling somebody yet, Jahira? Here, now you did. Alright, I want you to advance and...
Vengeance!
Oh, Yan's hit. Be careful.
Johnson at your service.
Get me of this.
Oh, and apparently there's another one over here, but Minsk is taking care of him. Well, that doesn't mean other people can't fight.
I go.
Nicely done, Minsk.
On my sword while you can, even. I won't be as gentle.
Perhaps he didn't need to swing that hard. But... muggers, sometimes they just need to be taught a lesson. Too bad these guys didn't just, surrender rather than fight to the death, but What can you do? This is the Middle Ages, and these are terrible times. Okay.
Something you need.
I think that, yeah, we can double up those items now. Very good.
Onward then.
Well, on we go then. Let's see, who's this person? Just some peasant. What about this person? Oh, maybe this is that old man we'd heard about. Rampa. Who's that? Who's poking old Rampa? What's the want? Get her off! Agesfield send you. I ain't stole nothing. You need a few coins? Maybe I could bend your ear for a few gold? He wants to talk for golds? You go away. Okay, you speak and Rampa will listen. Don't you try no silly business. Kered hands over 3 gold. Alright, so tell me what you know of the murderers then. Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing. Not a thing. That's odd, because the guard thought you might. Don't know nothing. Guards kept us away. They know all I know. That's it. But... But I got something they don't. I got what they don't. They be blind, but I saw it, and now it's mine. What did you get, Rampa? What did you find? Not telling. You want, you gotta buy. I found it, right near a body. It's mine, so you gotta pay. You pay 100 gold. Yeah, 100. Should Kered lie or just pay him the gold? Would Kered lie about this? I don't know. He might be... I mean, look, we're all... They all look like pretty impressive adventurers. Obviously, they have money. He would think that, you know, they probably couldn't fool this old man, even if he does seem kind of senile. They're like, alright, here's your 100 gold. Now, what is it that you found? It's not human flesh! Don't you think it is? 'Cause it's not. It's leather, but it's not human flesh, I tell you. Them bodies be flayed and have none. But this ain't theirs.
Now? Please, come on. Pretty, please.
Thank you, Rampa. I'll be going now. You couldn't go. Take that leather, 'cause it's not human flesh. That's different. You go and dance now. Talk to the seller that buys.
Come get some. Booyah!
This leather is thick and coarse, unlike even the heaviest hide from a cow or another domesticated animal. This creature that it came off of must have been exotic indeed. Kered has no idea what it came off of. He apparently just knows it didn't come from a cow. Who is... let's see. Oh, that's Rose. Who is this guy over here? What can I do for you today? You seem a bit agitated. Anything you need? Well, let's talk him up a bit. I've heard a lot about the war between the Thieves Guild and the city. Do you know anything about that? Only thieves could have a war in plain sight without leaving a trail of bodies, eh? If you know about the war, you probably know about who's involved. You've got the Shadow Thieves on one hand and a new upstart guild on the other. The upstarts have one advantage. Nobody knows anything about them. You can't even approach them. They approach you, the recruiters appearing out of nowhere. I hear the upstarts have powerful dark magic, too. And it makes sense, too. What else can make the Shadow Thieves pause for more than a second? Simple thief rivals would be squashed flat. Not to discount the Shadow Thieves, though. They got power enough in Athkatla to take on anyone, even the cowled wizards. I'll just wait this out.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
I have a friend who's been imprisoned by the cowled wizards. Do you have any idea where that prison might be? Ah, well, perhaps I misspoke myself. I know many businesses, but not much about the magical business. I'm afraid I can't help you very much on that point. But I can say that I've been told the cowled wizards keep a special prison for the mages they capture. Off in the ocean, so the story goes. Too bad stories like those don't give out specifics, eh? Like coordinates or names. Best of luck, though, in tracking down your friend. You'll need it.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
What do you know about the murders in this area? Very little, aside from their rather gruesome nature. My sources say that flaying is far too precise to be the fault of a simple creature. I hope Inspector Agesfield finds the culprit soon. In the Brid District, we've always been something of a family, and it pains me to see everyone full of paranoia now.
Calamshites, Tetherians, Wardavians, they all make their way here eventually to Arm, they do.
I wish to know if you can identify this piece of leather. It looks a little odd. Let me see. Looks quite thick indeed. Very rare, but I've seen it before. This is elephant hide. Good for strong armor, but I rarely see it. Elephant hide? Where would someone get such leather? The obvious answer would be from an elephant. No, you're not in a joking mood, are you? Well, there are perhaps a few places one might get such hide. A tanner might see such hide on occasion, though it would be rare. Might be difficult to work with as well. I do hear about such things. Do not hear about such things all that often. If you want to know more, you might speak to an actual tanner. There's one not far from here, in the houses to the south. Rajik, if I remember his name. There's also a circus in town. I don't know if you have any elephants, but the animal tamer would have certainly seen some in the past. Do you need anything else? Oh, that's all, thank you. As you wish. I'll be here most days.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Let's see what he has for sale. Mundane weapons. A few simple magical projectiles. Let's buy some magic ones for Jaheira. And Mage of Fire Resistance, Potion of Strength, and a Magic Longsword. Nothing too impressive. Whatever. Okay. Oh! It looks like it just became nighttime. That doesn't happen too often. Well, I mean, it does, but not when we're out and about. Either way, though, it looks like Rose is still here, so let's talk to her.
Whatever I can do to help.
Hello there, handsome. What is it that Rose can do for you? Need a little rest and relaxation from your travels? Perhaps, although I'm more interested in a little information right now. Information costs just like anything else. You got the coin, I'll chit-chat as long as you like. 20 gold to your taste? I'll have a nice lone talk. I'll pay your little fee. Good. Talk all you want, then. I'll be your sympathetic ear. What's on baby's mind? The guard seems to think you saw something at a recent murder. That Aegisfield talks too much. I told him what I saw, which was nothing. A man in a hood. That's all I saw. Didn't know the poor sod that died. Wait, there was something. A smell. Besides the blood, I mean. I think I smelled girl berries. Yeah, that's it. Girl berries, or something like it. Girl berries? What are they used for? I can't recall. The guards didn't seem to think the information was important. They just laughed. I'd probably recognize it if I smelled it again. Talk to that merchant, Bell. He might know what smells like that. I'll see if I can choose between whatever he suggests. That'll help you, sweetie. Thank you. I'll be back as soon as I can. I'll be waiting. You bought your time.
Just name what you want.
Oh, he's right over here. What do you have that smells like girl berries? Locally? Well, let me think. I know of 3 things with that smell. Girl berries are one, and the bark of the oak is similar, and solic berries too. Really, what would these things be used for locally? Well, I do a brisk business in girl berries. They are used in folk remedies, turned into topical salves for intimate afflictions. Oak bark is used to make tannin, I believe. Natural curative agent for working with skins. Been in use for centuries. There's a tanner, Rajik Heidsman, who is the shop near here. He might have some tannin, I'm not sure. It might be worth it to ask him. Solic berries are used in a local bakery for their signature mumbleberry pie. Very tasty, but they're closed now. It's the berries off-season. I have some of each if you wish. Free of charge, because it's been a slow day. Is there anything else? No, thank you. As you wish. I'll be here if you wish to return. Alright, so now we have some of these ingredients. Girl berries, solic berries, and oak bark. Let's see what Rose can smell. Yes, I do. He gave me 3 things for you to sample. Oh wait, what did he say? Back again? This has to be the weirdest question I've ever asked a customer, but do you have what you wanted me to smell? That is pretty funny. Alright then, I'll have a look. Let me have those. No, I just remembered why I knew it smelled like girl berries. Yeah, that was not what the man smelled like. Aw, no wonder the guards were laughing. Never mind. Next. Solic berries. Mumbleberry pie, right? That's not the smell, though. Good thing, too. I'd hate to think of the murders every time I smelled a pie. Next. That's the one, the tree bark stuff? It was stronger smelling on him, though. This is the same, but it's faint. What would make him smell like that? It's oak bark. It's used to make tannin for making leather. So he might have worked with leather. Odd. Well, I hope that helped. You got what you wanted. Off with you now. Perhaps... no. Goodbye.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion fest.
Alright, we get it, Yan. You're hurt. We'll fix you. We'll make you all better. Whew. Kered thought she was going to try to proposition him for a second. Good thing he dodged that bullet.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Alright. Well, so far we found a bit of evidence. But we still haven't talked to all the witnesses. Who's this? Oh, that's Faraji, the kid. And we would know that because, let's say, the guard described him to us. You got coins? I could buy some foods. Sure, I have a couple of gold on me. 2 gold? You very nice. You need anything, you just ask Faraji. I help you. Actually, maybe you could tell me about the crimes in this area. There's no crimes here, not a one. Some people take stuff, but that's different. Nobody fights much, except... I found the body of old Bilver. He never hurt no one. He was all bloody and maybe other beggars no more. All I did was see him. Who do you think would want to hurt old Bilver? I know who it was, I do, I'm sure. It's that witch. She's the mean old Mrs. Cragmoon. Mean, evil witch. She smacks you for stealing cookies. That's how I know she's mean. You won't tell her I told you, will you? I don't want to be incarcerated, or whatever she's gonna do. You gotta go talk to her. I'm leaving.
Just as I thought.
So far, we have signs pointing to this Rajik Heidsman.
Never
Whoa!
You ridiculous fool.
No, it is you that shall never have her. She loves me.
No, she loves me. Me!
Boys, don't fight over me, please.